Welcome to Intriguing Facts channel, where we dive deep into the world's most fascinating species, mysteries of nature, and extraordinary life forms that make our planet truly remarkable. Today, we journey to the lush tropical heart of Indonesia, to the enchanting island of Bali. But we're not here for temples or beaches. We're here to meet one of the rarest, most beautiful, and most endangered birds in the entire world, the Jalak Bali. Also known as the Bali Myna or Bali starling, this bird looks like it flew straight out of a fantasy. With its snowy white feathers, sapphire blue eye patches, and elegant crest, it seems almost too pristine to be real. But make no mistake, this bird is real, and it's fighting for its survival. The Jalak Bali, or Leucopsa rothschildi, is endemic to the island of Bali. That means it's found nowhere else on Earth. Its habitat is restricted to a very limited area in the northwestern part of the island, primarily inside and around Bali Barat National Park. Its striking appearance makes it instantly recognizable. The entire body is covered in silky white feathers, except for the tips of its wings and tail, which are black. Around each eye is a patch of bare, vivid blue skin that gives it a piercing, almost masked look. The bird also has a prominent crest of feathers on its head, which it can raise and lower like a fan. This gives it a regal, even dramatic appearance, one that has fascinated bird lovers for generations. In terms of size, the Jalak Bali is relatively small. It measures about 25 centimeters from beak to tail and weighs just under 100 grams. Despite its delicate frame, its voice is loud and expressive, a combination of whistles, clicks, and squawks. The Myna's call is used for communication and territorial defense. In the wild, it lives in small groups or pairs, often choosing forest edges, savannas, or monsoon woodlands near water sources. Like many starlings, the Jalak Bali is an omnivore. It feeds on a mix of fruits, seeds, nectar, and small insects. Its diet helps control insect populations and assists in seed dispersal, playing a small but important role in the ecosystem. But this beautiful bird hides a dark and difficult history. Its elegance and rarity made it an instant target for the illegal wildlife trade. By the 1990s, the demand for Jalak Bali as a luxury pet had spiraled out of control. At one point, it was estimated that fewer than 10 individuals survived in the wild. That's not a typo, fewer than 10. An entire species nearly erased from its natural habitat in less than a generation. Poachers would infiltrate protected areas just to capture this bird. Conservationists, local authorities, and international organizations rushed to act, but the population was on the brink of collapse. In 1991, the Jalak Bali was officially declared critically endangered by the IUCN Red List. It became one of the world's most urgent bird conservation cases. In response, captive breeding programs were launched in Indonesia and internationally. Zoos and bird sanctuaries around the world joined the effort to breed and reintroduce the bird into its native habitat. Bali Barat National Park became the center of these efforts. Security was increased, guard posts were installed. Rangers patrolled the forests, not only for poachers but also to protect nesting sites. Each reintroduction was carefully planned. Birds raised in captivity had to be trained to survive in the wild, to find food, escape predators, and interact with other birds naturally. Over the years, numbers began to rise, slowly but steadily. From fewer than 10 in the wild, the population grew to around 100, and eventually more than 300 with the help of managed releases and protected zones. But the challenges are far from over. Habitat loss, illegal trapping, and even corruption continue to pose threats to the Jalak Bali's survival. Many of the birds released into the wild are still vulnerable. Conservation groups have focused on involving local communities. Education programs help teach children and villagers the importance of preserving this iconic species. Ecotourism and community-led birdwatching initiatives have also been introduced. There's a strong cultural connection between the people of Bali and the Jalak Bali. In Balinese Hinduism, birds are seen as sacred messengers. The Jalak Bali, with its purity and rarity, holds symbolic meaning as a guardian of nature. In 1991, the bird was officially declared the faunal emblem of Bali. It is not only a symbol of the island's biodiversity, but also a symbol of resilience, of what can be saved when humans decide to take action. Despite being critically endangered, the Bali starling has shown that with international cooperation, local engagement, and long-term planning, species recovery is possible. Some birds are now tagged with identification rings or tiny transmitters to track their movements and help scientists better understand their survival patterns in the wild. The success of the Jalak Bali has inspired similar efforts for other endangered birds in Indonesia and beyond. It has become a case study in conservation biology and hope, but many threats remain. The pet trade still exists in the shadows, forest fragmentation is still occurring, and climate change adds a layer of unpredictability to an already delicate balance. To see a Jalak Bali in the wild is an experience few people ever have. It is rare, precious, and fleeting. It reminds us that nature can be both fragile and resilient, depending on how we treat it. And that's what makes this bird more than just a species. The Jalak Bali is a living symbol of both human greed and human redemption. It teaches us that beauty can become a curse if we fail to protect it, and a blessing if we choose to preserve it. As of today, the Jalak Bali still needs our attention, our protection, and our voice. Thank you for watching this special episode of Intriguing Facts channel. If you're as fascinated by this rare bird as we are, and if you believe in the power of storytelling to protect nature, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join us as we continue to explore the wild, the rare, and the unbelievable stories of the natural world. And remember, curiosity is the first step to conservation. Stay curious.